What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the DC Pharma Show. What's going on out there, everyone in chat? Thanks for tuning in, as always, like y'all do each and every week. I got my co-host with me lighting up right now as we speak. I'm curious, what are you lighting up right there?
This right here is a strain of OG. A little OG perp. That's all it is.
OG Perp.
Yeah.
Yep, so he got some OG Perp. That's my co-host. Today, like the title says, we got a very, very special guest with us today. And goes by the name of OG Hot Mess. We're gonna introduce her in a minute. But like we do today, we just gonna, talk how we talk and do what we do. You got some OG right there, so I want to kind of shout out some people over the weekend that looked out for me. And that's DC Super Cropper on IG. DC Super Cropper definitely came through with some flavors for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and show them off a little. You ain't even got to zoom in. I'm gonna just show them off a little bit. Though it is bright as shit in this drink. But that's grape soda. He gave me some grape soda, some Khalifa Kush. Got some lemon diesel. Came through with the lemon diesel and the gorilla cookies. For all you cookie fans like my co-host over here, gorilla cookies. Definitely came through with some flavors, man. I kind of really liking that grape soda, man, because the smell really stands out to me, man, every time I crack that bag open. So that might be my favorite one so far, but I'm not sure yet.
That Khalifa smell
She
magnificent.
smell good, too. Definitely smells good. And that's one thing I look for. I know it's not everything, but when I'm purchasing flowers or I'm getting flowers from somebody else and all that, man, I'm sorry, man. This guy had that smell, man. It's like when you shopping for food or whatever, right? When you shop with your eyes and your nose, right?
Right.
So, you crack that bag open, you want to smell something, man.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to smell like old hay, sweaty weed, or none of that, man. I want to smell some flavors.
I like fruit.
Whether it be gas or fruity or earthy or citrusy, whatever it be, it should stand out, man. You know what I'm saying? And if it don't stand out, then something went wrong along the growing or curing process. That's for sure. But that's why I wanted to shout out DC Super Cropper. I don't know where he got this, who he got it from, but he's definitely got a hell of a plug. And whoever that plug is knows a hell of a gardener, because the smells is great. And the smoke is beautiful, man. As described per each strain, man. A lot of these descriptions are almost dead on. So, like I said, that guy has a good plug on the line, and he needs to keep it up.
Hell yeah, don't stop.
Nah, man, the only reason I really wanted to shout him out for that this week, man, because it's been hard, man, finding some good gas, man.
Yeah, for in the city.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff dudes be trying to pass. Oh, man, I got the best prices, man. You could get it for 14 a p.
Yeah, gotta go check it out.
Even when you check it out, man, I don't think you want to spend 14 a p on that.
Yeah.
You gonna be smoking it all till you say you can't even get it away, man. You can't give it away. Last round I was stuck with some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was giving the shit away, man. I couldn't even face myself to charge people for this shit, man. Matter of fact, you could ask Underground Organics, because he was one of the dudes, man. He be coming out from VA, man. Yeah. So he was like, Rez, man, you good? I said, not really, but I got you. You know what I'm saying? So I told him to come through, and I threw it on him, man. Because I couldn't see myself charging him for that, man. But I know he was in a crunch. He wanted something real quick, so I just gave it to him, man. And, if I don't know you, you might be a victim. Yeah. But all jokes aside, man, shout out to DC Super Crop. How about your week, man? I know you've been working hard, climbing them trees.
Hell yeah, man. Got me out there like I'm a monkey.
Man, that's all right, though, man. Look. He's doing tree work, chopping them jokers down from the power lines and all that.
Dead trees.
So what I like about that is the wood chips. So now I got free access to wood chips for my garden. You know what I'm saying? They're going to drop a truckload off right there for me and all that. So I don't know if y'all been paying attention to my IG here and there, but I've been leaving hints of me building my personal garden. And I don't mean my cannabis garden, because that's already built.
That's done.
But I'm actually talking about a real food, self-sustainable,
Yeah. I need some tomatoes.
Hey, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking of shit to put in the garden. That's how big a space I got to work with.
Oh yeah.
So, I know I'm definitely my main goal for the garden is for my amendments, meaning my top dressing for my plants, my cannabis plants, and how I take care of my plants in the no-till method. So I will be planting a lot of stinging nettles, comfreys, alfalfas, things of that nature. Plants that feed my plants. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
With those, I'm gonna use the plant material to either make teas or top dress, or use as green compost on the top of my soil. Now what that does is create it's organic. No, it's just organic matter for the soil.
I say do all of them.
Oh, I am. I'm planting them all for that reason. You know what I'm saying? I might not do them all
at the
same time, but I might put a schedule into how how everything goes, depending who I got to harvest first or what I got to chop down first. But that's the beautiful thing of no-till gardening is the being able to take care of a garden using your garden or self-sustainably. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to be going out to the stores every time.
Running everywhere looking for different shit.
Once in the blue moon, you got to go to them stores, man. But, you don't have to go every time, man.
So what you be getting from the store the most? What you really, spend your most money on?
Beneficials. We actually got somebody in the studio here with us today that works down Good Hope Hydroponics. And they got great deals on beneficial insects. So I buy a lot of those. I buy trellis, yo-yos and stuff like that. Things that I might need to help hold my plants up and stuff like that. And Full Power. I still use Full Power. Yeah, don't hate on me, everybody. I still use Full Power here and there. So I buy a bottle of Full Power here and there for my humic acid. But the main thing I would say trellis, man. Trellis. A lot of trellises. I don't really get much else from there unless it's a emergency, but they do have beneficial, like Good Hope. A lot of other hydroponic stores have them, but last time I went to Good Hope, they actually had the refrigerator with the benefit. Like I ain't have to order them. Like a lot of them, you gotta order, like place your order and wait for it to get back. Yeah. They actually have a lot. I don't know. Is it still like that, Rodrigo? Is it still? Can I still come up there and buy beneficials out the refrigerator?
No, they all died on us because nobody bought enough.
They all died, yeah. So you do. I take that back. You do have to order them if you want them from Good Hope Hydroponics.
Yeah, pre-order them so they're fresh.
Pre-order them. That's what the man said himself. Pre-order them so they fresh. And what I mean by beneficials, for those that don't know and want to know what the hell I'm talking about, the beneficial insects, what they do is it's a form of IPM, and what that does is take care of any spider mites or aphids and stuff like that you may have in your garden when you can't spray no more in flowers. So you have your beneficial predator mites or what's that called? Leaf wigs or weed lift, whatever they call. Somebody correct me out there in chat.
Wig.
It's lice with wig lice or something like that. I forget what it is. But it's a few beneficial insects out there that will take care of your garden when you can't spray no more. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And for those people that worry about lace wigs, there you go. See, thanks for coming through, chat. Lace wigs. See, now what a lot of people that worry about, well, I don't want to put bugs in my garden. See, these are predator bugs. So if there's no food for them to eat,
they gonna eat the plant.
They gonna eat themselves. They're not because they don't eat plants. They predators.
Yeah.
So they're gonna cannibalize themselves. And when ain't nobody else left to eat, you ain't got no more bugs.
You say the prayer mantis anymore?
Nah, man, he escaped on me, man.
Shit.
He did a Houdini, y'all. I had a prayer mantis in my grow room. I guess there wasn't enough food in there for him, so he got ghosts. That's another reason you could tell if you got a clean garden. Because he would have stayed in there if it was some food, so. Yeah. But I've been running my mouth, y'all. Like I said, we got before we get to our special guest today, I want to bring up DC Scrogger because he's up in the studio. And this past weekend, they just did the 5-on-5 basketball, and that went great. It was balling for book bags. Look, come on up here, DC Scrogger. I'll let you explain it all, man. Where the other mic at? Taking my microphones. It's on. The green light. You looking for the green light?
Check, check, check.
There it is.
There it is.
And I know y'all seen him on my show plenty of times before.
What's good with y'all, man?
Definitely. And are we still on this?
Balling for book bags. Balling for book bags.
Balling for book bags.
It's
Hey, Diz. Where you go at? You still back there?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, these.
These. I messed it up, man. My bad, dog. But as we on?
Yeah, it should be.
Cause I ain't getting no feed right now, man.
I got you over here.
All right, is we on chat, man? Can y'all see me?
alright.
I mean, they a little delayed, so they're not gonna get you.
So we
That's a
kicked,
super
we
delay.
kicked autism's ass last month,
Yeah.
and kicking autism's ass presented b-balling for book bags on Saturday. We have basketball tournament. I got a lot of footage to cut up for you.
Oh, hold up. You said last month. It started. Hold up.
We started.
So it started. All this started just a month ago.
No, it all started 2 months ago.
Yeah, okay.
In June. With,
And that was with the
Cannabis Sees the Homeless flag football.
flag football. Okay.
So we started with the flag football tournament, and what we're doing is rather than anybody get recognition for bringing these events together, the previous event brings the next event. So the previous event brings the next event. So Saturday was Kicking Autism's Ass presents Balling for Book Bags, and Rolling Bouquet won. They entered in on Wednesday. Came with a
That was
team.
the day.
That's a
with
new
the
team too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, was man down. They played their first game man down 4-on-5 first half, and they wound up winning. And then they beat Team Good Gas. They beat Team Good Gas to go to the finals. Team Extreme Terps was in the losers bracket.
Hey, but you know they had a big target on their head, man.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming after Team Extreme Terps.
But we want to give them like the credit that's due because it was double elimination.
Oh,
It wasn't
yeah,
single
yeah.
elimination. So
Yeah.
they made their way out.
They
the
almost
losers.
made it. They almost made
They
it.
had to come up against Team Scrogger and an OT. Team Scrogger pulls out.
And while
the
we
victory.
talking
Good
about
pulls
Team Extreme Chasers, right? Shout out to Green Chasers and Extreme Terps.
Extreme Terps _ now.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Check them out, y'all. On IG, they shut his account down. I guess he was making big move. On a legit tip, this brother is doing it on the legit tip. He's got the CBD game down pat.
First CBD company in Maryland to
So
exist.
do me a favor for all y'all that follow me or watch my show. Please go give him a follow and help build this page back up, man. Because I don't think it's fair how they trying to do him.
Yeah, they did both of his pages.
Both
They
of
shut
his
da-
pages,
They shut
man.
down Extreme Terps.
Yep.
The new page is Extreme Terps _ and they shut down his Green Chaser's personal page.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, you know, for those that have IG accounts and that are real big on IG and other accounts, you should have a backup account now because it's proven that they're not really giving. Somebody's reporting you.
Yeah.
Somebody's hating. And
That's
at
what
the
I
end
told
of
him.
the
I said
day-
somebody's targeting you, man.
at
You
the-
making noise.
At the end of the day, when your followers are organic, they have a problem with that because you mess up the algorithm.
Yeah, they do.
You don't
They do.
subscribe to paid subscribers or do antics to get
It's
followers.
funny you say that, man, because I thought about doing that. I actually reached out to a person to help me get followers, but then I started thinking. You look at certain people's pages, right, and they have like thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. They'll put one picture up and have like 10 likes.
That's when you notice a bot.
So how is that possible? You
fake
feel what I'm
followers.
saying?
Like you got 10,000 followers and you put up. I'll tell you this: the videos get more likes than the pictures because people are more visual and they like to see videos. So you always get like more likes unless you're just a picture person.
Yeah.
But
But
you
either
got,
way,
you got
that's what
20,000
gives you up,
followers,
yeah.
and you got one comment.
That's what gives you up for
20
sure,
likes.
man.
Yeah, they don't
You
add
know,
up.
it's,
And when you have an organic following, you get more comment, you get more interaction.
and it's consistent.
Yeah, it's consistent across the board, man.
And then new people come along and follow. And that's one thing that I can say. The people that follow me, they follow me because of something I've said,
Yeah, man.
or they genuinely just follow me.
They follow you because you a good dude, man. You stay doing these events we talking about now,
we
man.
got something for next month too, man.
What is it, man? Because
Man,
you done did football, you done did kickball,
We did basketball.
basketball.
All right, this one next month is Sickle Cell Awareness Month.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah,
You even did bicycling.
Yeah, we did. We biked
Y'all
106 miles.
y'all bike from here to where?
Dewey Beach, Delaware.
Man,
106
come on, man.
miles for Autism Speaks. Yeah, we had a bike
Yeah,
team,
man, that's
chase
dope.
team, had a chase
That's
van,
dope.
2 chase cars. Good Gas is in the building. Good
Yeah.
Gas. Good
And I've
Gas
been noticing good gas, man. Yeah.
Good Gas is
I don't know if you want to get a mic and talk, get in front of the camera. But good gas has been right along there with you, helping you with all these
definitely.
events,
I
man.
couldn't pull these events off without the community, and I surely couldn't pull them off without the efforts of Good Gas.
Yeah, man. And that's why I like
his
having
effort.
y'all here on the show, period, because I don't care what people say about cannabis, the cannabis community, our DC culture here. People like you, Good Gas, I would even say Strange Chase. I could go down the list, man. I could name a whole bunch of Divine Flavor. I could name so many people that are actually conscientious to what's going on in our neighborhood and DC, whether it be DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And they do events. They do events to try to help out, whatever the cause may be, like y'all do. So it's always good to have people like y'all in our community to shine a good light in the cannabis, community out here in DC. So people won't keep putting out these negative news reporting about all this and that.
Well,
And,
there ain't gonna be none
know,
of that coming from this way. I like.
it can't.
I
They
pray-
can't. Right now, man, look,
What
man,
I-
crime
what I-
rate going down.
But arrest rates aren't. Statistically, the arrest rates nationally is 89%.
Yep.
Last year was African Americans still arrested by the plant. So
That's why we still got to
education
fight. That's why
informs-
we got to still push.
and that's why I like these community events that we put together are important.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to get together with like-minded people, and it's not about any monetary gain for yourself. It's only to benefit somebody else. Next month is Battling Sickle Cell. We doing battle ball, dodgeball tournament for sickle cell anemia. We have one of the members.
It gets serious with dodgeball, man.
And you know what? That's another thing. It's been serious out here. You got a lot of people get a little salty, drinking salty seawater and that. And you know what it is? If you got any gripes with anybody, right? Why don't you just reach out to that person and say, I'm going to put a team in.
Right.
And we're going to put a team in.
Right.
And we're going to make sure we match up in round 1. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, But what it is this. We got volleyball, the soft volleyballs. We got the kickballs, the regular kickballs. Then we got them giant kickballs that are like the unavoidable balls, right? So we're going to have a good time. We're going to raise awareness. Right now, one of the members of our community, her name is Maisha Hendricks. She is Cosmic Word Charmer on Instagram. She's a sickle cell. She has sickle cell anemia. She's past the life expectancy. She's been past that life expectancy. This year, she finally found a donor, and even though the donor that they found would save her life, the insurance company wouldn't pay for the necessary procedures leading up to the transplant.
That's crazy.
Ain't it? So we did some fundraising for her. She is in the hospital right now, like having this procedure done.
That's good.
To save her life. Prodigy of Mobb Deep. He passed away. T-Boz, sickle cell anemia. The life expectancy is 40.
Man. And even when you're living with it, it's painful, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So this here is Cosmic Word Charmer will tell you that the reason that she is alive today is because of the plant and because of that. And she's also been introduced her to CBN because of her chronic pain and not being able to sleep. So a CBN is a night and a pain relief, a cannabinoid, like other cannabinoids that exist. But yeah, man, that's what we're doing, man. We're doing that next month, the 29th. Also, T-Dog the artist. If you guys don't know T-Dog the artist, he's a world-renowned graphic artist, drawer, and artist. He's doing the artwork for balling. I'm gonna keep balling, man. I'm in basketball mode. Battling for sickle cell. He's gonna do the artwork for us. His artwork he runs, it costs $2,500 a piece.
Wow.
Hey, shout out JoJo New York. Yes, we do need it to be legal in New York.
Yeah, but yo,
And
New
maybe
York, you
everywhere.
can smoke, man. You can smoke that
Hey,
fire up there or anywhere. I did it. I proved it. It's been done.
You
in
went
the
up there
park.
for that sole purpose.
So what?
didn't
Sole purpose. I at Wild Style. I hit hash oil right in front of the police, and they couldn't do anything to me because their directives are not to prosecute.
Oh yeah.
Not to prosecute smoking cannabis.
That's what's
So
up,
it's that
man.
simple. You know why? Because they're about to legalize it.
Yeah.
So my man in New York, yo, for real, the real reason is because they're getting prepared to put forth a recreational market in one of the biggest markets other than California for cannabis and that guap money. So that's really why. But yo, grow up there, man. I got some people up there that grow, Joe. And if you want to be linked to them, Joe, link the Pharma. I'll link you to them, and then you can grow up there too, man. Because yo,
You heard it here,
no
Joe.
cotton picking, nowhere, wherever you're at, you need your medicine. You should grow it. And that's my belief, though it may not be legit. I'm just saying that if you're growing your medicine for yourself and
How
for
can
your
it not be
families,
legit, then?
and the police do come and try to arrest, and you have these elements, come on, man. You're going to what? Throw me in jail. Well, for how long? For and, you know, my neighbor can grow. He lives across the street. You live on Southern Avenue,
Right.
Eastern Avenue. Your neighbor can grow across the street from
Yep.
you, meaning... You know, it's Maryland this
DC
side. and
Maryland
Maryland
line.
You're like, hey, what's
That's all
going
it
on?
is.
I got that fire over here, but you can't grow over there. That's like...
Literally across the street.
Yeah.
Literally.
So, man, I appreciate you having me on, man. We're going to continue with these causes. We have causes all the way up to December.
Yes,
And then
man.
we have a big announcement coming that is like that, yo, y'all going to be like...
And if
Y'all
you
are not gonna even believe it. Y'all gonna be like, what? There's
follow
no way.
follow my man DC Scrog on his IG page. He never stays still. He's always traveling. So even if you don't live in the DC, Maryland, or Virginia area, you might meet him somewhere in your states because he's never he's always
I'm gone.
he always dipping and dabbing,
I'm
man.
out the end of
So
the month. Atlanta,
Yeah.
this is my month. And this is coming into Labor Day. Okay, Atlanta. And then Michigan Cup the next weekend. Then Boston Freedom Rally the next weekend. And then I'm working on something in New York to do the following weekend in New York. A BYOB, Bring Your Own Bucket Super Soul Mixing Party in New York. So for you up there, Joe, you trying to grow at them at them mixing parties, you know, I wouldn't be having the soil
get some
without the
exclusive
fire,
clones,
you know.
too, man. You
without
definitely
the
get some
fire.
exclusive clones at the mixing parties too,
Squad
man.
with a man with a plan, man.
So,
Yeah.
so
He
that's
And
definitely
then,
what
man.
and then what I was saying, follow his page, man. Cause look, if you live in this area or you close to this area, he's always doing some events, some positive events in our community. There's gonna be good gas there. It might be good food, but most of all, it's gonna be fun, man. Fun. The vibe is always good. You're gonna be playing some kind of sports. Man, I was watching them play last weekend, man. They was really balling.
I was
man.
like, yo, I need you. I need you
They
on the
was
team.
really balling.
He's like, I ain't come out of the ball. I needed him. I only
couldn't do
had
it.
5 players.
I couldn't do it.
I had 5 players. We won one game.
I couldn't even
3
give you 5 minutes.
on 5.
He
We
said
won.
3
though.
on 5.
We did. We won 3 on 5. We were subbing in. Oh, the subs was unreal because we didn't sub in like basketball. We subbed in like hockey. You know, like switch out.
Really? Why you playing? Ain't no timeouts or nothing. Just tag you in. Come on.
Let's go. We switching now.
Yeah, that's how you know people was tired.
We had a blast though, so we have some more causes coming up, more awareness, and we're gonna shine light using this plant. And what we can do is use the plant to bring awareness to other issues other than our own, and in doing so, like bring people together. And it only builds from there. Like I said, the boutique just came in, and they won. And shout out to them because we just ran out of straight gas at the end of the game. All of our players were tired. You had Stoner out there. Nobody has this on camera. Nobody has it on camera. But Stoner came out there from right up in, came in and jump running. Where's Dewey? Got it, for the winner.
Oh, he was on the Steph
With the
Curry.
winner.
He was on Steph Curry with the J in his
smoking
mouth.
the J in his
With the
mouth
J.
the whole game. We had a blast, and we'll have a blast with Battle Ball. And we know it may get intense, but at the same time, like, it's all for fun, it's all for awareness, and the artwork is going to be phenomenal
That's what's up.
for the cause. So we're going to promote that flyer as soon as T-Dog touches down. He's at HempCon this weekend, so he's coming back today, and then he'll work on the artwork, and hopefully by the end of the week we'll have something for the city to be proud of that represents us, and that the actual cannabis world and the art world will see also, because it's him who did it.
Right.
So it's like, it brings light. He said he loves what we're doing here in the city, and he would be honored to do a piece for one of our events. So
that's dope.
And it's the city's events. I have to say that. Though I'm a face that most people see, and that it takes a lot of people to put these events together, and I'll be remiss not to mention the teams involved, if I could. And then, we got Extreme Terps, we have Start Small, Move Big, we got DOD, we got Good Gas, we have Strain Chasers, we have District Dabbers, we have Pots and Pans, we have Karma Kush, we have Los the Green Thumb with Team Dank Boys. We have so many other individuals that I can't name everybody.
I actually seen another new one, Dabber Dons.
Dabber Dons DC. Yo, man, thank you for saying that. There's a reason you said that, because Dabber Dons loaded up like half the car up with stuff for these kids, and we dropped them off a little bit earlier up the street at Meridian Elementary School. 62% of their student base is disenfranchised, so we thought that one of the queens in our community actually works there. I didn't know she was a teacher until she reached out to me like 3 days ago. But with that said, man, I appreciate you, man. DC Pharma growing that fire.
Yep.
And we're growing that organic fire here in the district, and we're about organic growing, and we're about clean meds. And this is no-till. I'm a super soil organic grower. But the purpose is to not have to supplement with synthetics. That is just trying to recreate what nature already creates.
Right.
And if
Going back to the basics, man. You know.
And you can grow anything.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
can.
thing.
No,
Yeah,
hey.
you said you're growing it.
Man.
I'm hip.
Hey,
I just
man.
don't grow. I just
Yeah.
don't grow cannabis and hemp.
Man.
I can grow anything, and I know what to do with it after, and that's the key.
And not even that, like, when you said that, man, I thank for being on and all that, but growing organically also have its benefits in helping the earth. Because a lot of the salt and a lot of the chemicals that's being used in these commercial farms, private farms, it all goes somewhere. It leaches into the soil and goes into our waterworks. And this is poison, man. It's like we've been poisoning the earth for years and years and years. So if I could show you that you could grow this fucking dank, I mean, like dank some fire.
Where it's supposed to be.
You know what I'm
too.
saying? The way, yeah.
It's supposed
Without-
to be
without
and smell
advance-
and taste that way.
Without advance, without all these other gimmicky, synthetic nutrients and all that. And I ain't trying to come down on people like that, but if I could do that by showing you that growing dank some fire or growing some food and actually showing that process to y'all.
You have to show.
You know what I'm saying?
teach,
Right,
because
right.
Some
So-
people don't believe. Like,
And that's
you
what I
can
want to
it.
do. Like, if I could do it, trust me, if I could do it, anybody could do it.
It's not rocket science.
It's not, man.
It's not rocket
So,
science.
that's why I do it in the way I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I get an enjoyment out of it.
I'm about sustainability.
Yeah.
I'm bigger on hemp than I am cannabis, though everybody knows me for the fire. However, the true sustainability of this country is the hemp plant. And it is the healer, it is the shelter, it is the fuel, it is the nutrients, and it is the reason why cannabis has been outlawed.
There's a few plants and trees out there that you could use. I mean, everything from the plant is beneficial, and like hemp is one of them. You have neem. Like certain trees and plants that have been used through history.
And like with you and you're no-till, you can incorporate these low crop shrubbery shade plants in the garden, like
That's
with
dope.
no problem. And that's like I'm not into having the bed all green and I make the soil, but I can easily turn my super soil into a no-till garden by just
Because
leaving
everything's
it.
already
It's
there.
already
Yeah.
there.
Everything's
And then
already
you
there.
add supplement and beneficial nutrients to that is cheap,
Right.
not expensive.
Not
The
at
only
all.
thing I go to the hydro store for is when I run out of my minerals or I need pots. And if you go into your local hydro store, before you go, call Scrogger. And I'll tell you why. The price that I pay is not the price that you pay when you walk into the store. So I'll call the store up. I'll tell them that I will need this, that, and the other.
And so-and-so's coming to pick it up.
And then I'll tell them that, hey, I can't come pick it up. My homie's going to come through. And then you pay what it actually costs. With none of the markups and all that type of stuff. I keep it 100. I want everybody to grow.
Another reason to go ahead and follow Scroggle if you ain't following him right now.
I just want people to be able to grow, and that cost, that initial cost in doing so, is usually the hurdle in which why people don't.
Yeah.
And what I'm telling people, I tell people all the time, man, a $1,500 investment to grow you an elbow of cannabis sapphire forever, and a little bit more of investment, and you can grow elbows legally here in the city, and not have to worry about your consumption or your people's consumption for the rest of their lives. And that money there is where the economical value is in growing and learning the skill to grow. And that's the dollar that needs to be kept in the community so we can revamp our own communities and not wait
Keep
for others
going
to come forth and to help out. Because if you're waiting, you're not looking around and seeing gentrification everywhere that is possible. And that is progression.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with that. But the exclusion is what is the ill of it. When you don't include others that have been around and been a part of, that's where some ill feelings could be had with how the city is progressing. Because with all those buildings, there's a monetary tax on each one. So if there's 60,000 new properties that went up in Southwest and Southeast near the Navy Yard and waterfront, that means that there's 60,000 new property tax addresses that the city's having the coffers for. And that means that there shouldn't be nobody suffering. I shouldn't have to go to a school that doesn't have, because there should be plenty. So y'all be blessed, be safe, man. Y'all grow good, smoke good, and eat good. Always. Farmers 100.
Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
All right, and with that being said, we're going to bring up our next guest. Beautiful, lovely lady tonight, and that is OG Hot Mess. And we're going to keep on with the theme for tonight. We're going to talk about the cannabis culture in the community, man. How you doing?
I'm well, how are you guys?
Thanks for coming on, and please introduce yourself to the people.
Hi guys, my name is Amna Hussein. I go by OG Hot Mess on Instagram. And yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
No, definitely, because I looked you up, man, and you have a website too, right?
I run mostly off of my Instagram, actually,
Okay.
for now. But I am building a website, starting from the ground up, learning on the way.
And I know when I looked you up, I seen that you had some tips, and that was cool. That was some cool. Can you explain people about your 5 tips if you could remember them, or however many of them you could remember?
5 tips off the top of my head.
And these are 5 tips for if you're trying to start a cannabis business or cannabis anything without any money, right?
Right. Starting without any money, for sure. So 5 tips. You have to love it. It's not, you can't just decide one day that you like the money that you see rolling in and that you want to be a part of it, because it's not for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If you don't love it, especially.
If you don't love it, you're not going to be good at it at all. That's the first and foremost. Second of all, do it for the right reasons. besides just loving it, it can't be for profit or just like taking advantage of communities. It can't be neglecting communities. That, you know what I mean. It has to be a holistic approach, and by that I also mean, like, if you're a business, you have to care about what products you're giving to your clients. That's something that I really just I found deplorable in DC lately, is that the quality of cannabis that's being gifted is trash.
Yes.
I have like clients hitting me up saying I can't even smell it, and I can't even understand cannabis you can't smell, because that's the only way you know what the fuck you're smoking. Excuse my language.
No
Not
problem.
really. It's
Yeah,
fine.
right. Say what you want to hear.
Right. I guess so. That's the third. I would say be honest about your craft, and how you're doing it, with what it is you're posting. Don't try and cut corners. I really don't have that many. I don't have 5 tips, because there's not that much. You just kind of have to want it, and if you want it, you'll make it happen.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't really think there's like a 5-step program to it. I think it's just like the best cannabis entrepreneurs I've met have cared about it, have cared
You
about
gotta
the
have the hunger
community.
for it, for sure.
Right. You've cared about it. You've cared about the community, and you care about yourself enough to know that you want that future for yourself. Thank you. That you want happiness for yourself, so you're going to seek that avenue.
So, I mean, definitely. How you feel about the cannabis? Our culture out here in D.C., our beginning, our so ever virgin culture out here in D.C.
Our infantile culture.
Right.
I'm amazed at how far we've come. I'm a DMV native. I've watched the scene really only grow for the past year and a half, like up close, but I think that's a testament to just how prevalent it's become. My one issue, though, is that, like, I'm just finding people who are taking advantage of us and who are taking advantage of patients. No eighth is worth $60. I'm sorry. I don't care where you think it's, like, I don't care where you're getting it from. I don't care who's growing it. I don't care. Like, there is no such thing.
We're legal now, huh?
We're legal, and it's a fucking plant. Like, it's a weed. Like, it grows in ditches, y'all. So, like that's besides the point. It's medicine above all else, and I find it criminal that we're charging people for cannabis. Like, I don't think that's like that. We're charging people so much with delivery fees or entry fees. I will never pay more than $5 to walk into an event ever. Like, I will, because I shouldn't have to if I'm trying to buy medicine. That's wrong.
Hell no.
No, I mean, I feel you on that. I definitely feel you. I know if I purchase a A for $60, that one J better put me on my tail. But it's not likely to happen, man, because my tolerance level is like super high. But I understand what you're saying about the price being so high. But man, I mean, and if that's what you're gonna do, at least have something to come with it. Something that makes me feel good
Make
about
it
me
worth
making
my
this
while.
person. You know what I'm saying? I definitely
Yeah.
understand that. And another thing about the cannabis community that I'm really seeing that's kind of disappointing now is that we're getting content. Like everybody's happy now, like we're there.
Nah, nowhere near.
We're not there yet, We're definitely
Nowhere near.
we're definitely not there yet, cause as soon as you stop fighting, you become a deaf
Right.
ear to the people that actually can make a difference.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You gotta
So
keep it pushing.
you gotta
Has to.
keep pushing, and there's so many people right now, like you said, trying to do this for profit. I don't have no problem with nobody's hustle. If you're gonna do it for profit, cool. But don't forget where the money's coming from, how you getting your money, and give back. At the same time, give back. Be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Don't be always just taking. Because before long, somebody's going to peep what you're doing, and they're going to end up taking your shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then let's not get it twisted. I know y'all don't hear this a lot on the news or whatever, but it's happening, man. There's dudes out here getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? Don't think everything's sweet. Everybody come out here and vent and all that. If you're taking and you ain't giving back, Be mindful of the repercussions that could come to you. But if you're giving back to the community and people see this, not because you just want to be known and all that, but just people see what kind of person you are. In other words, people know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's all I'm trying to say.
Can't be too greedy.
You can't be too greedy because it's always snakes in the grass, no matter where you at. It's always snakes in the grass, man, and they're going to come for you.
It's a matter of respect as well.
Yep.
I mean, remembering, like, there are niggas in jail right now for what we're doing. And, like, I think in every way, I come from a family of immigrants, and I learned to be thankful for the people's struggles before me. So I'm so thankful for right now for the people who struggled before me.
Right, man.
So that I could get to this point.
Right.
Right, to even be able to talk about medicine as freely as we are right now. To be consuming it on camera, to be able to educate people, like, these are all blessings that we never really had before.
I'm gonna give y'all one. I'm gonna give you one that's just, it's recent to everybody that knows anything about getting pulled over.
Oh yeah.
Anybody that's of minority descent, mainly of minority descent, I'm gonna say this. What happens when you get pulled over? I smell marijuana in the car. I'm gonna need you to step out your vehicle.
Right.
Man, they violate every single right that you may thought you had because he says he smells marijuana in your car. So now the fact that we have people fighting this cause for us and we're not, you know what I'm saying? Like we're at a point now where that's being taken out the equation. You see what I'm saying? So, but we can't stop fighting. We can't stop fighting, man, because it could change like that.
It's changing right now, and that's another issue. Is like what I found through cannabis education is that when you teach people about why the type of weed and the quality of weed and whatever like other nuances that consumers should know about their cannabis, when you teach them about it, this really crazy thing happens where they start to care. Right. And and they start to ask, like, someone should really do something about the fact that there's a lack of regulation. I'm so tired of going to pop-ups and getting moldy weed. Oh. Like, that's real.
Oh no, that's just perp, y'all. That's just perp.
No, it's not. It's not dank, boo-boo. It's not dank. It's just dirty. That's all. Yeah. And no one's telling them. And then they're charging them $60 on top of a $5 entry fee or $10 or $15, whatever. And that's why it's fucking criminal, right? But when you start teaching people about this plant and why they should care about this thing that they say they love, well, like, guess what? People start to want to care about policies. They start to want to care about who's making those policies, where their money is going when these policies are being made. And and it's beautiful. But what does it require? Like, people who care enough about their craft to go out there and say, hey, this is my product. I know it's new to you, but let me tell you about all these amazing things and why you should care. And people will care. Patients care. You know?
The funny thing about that is when people start to realize what everything is, that's when you really start making money if that's what you're trying to do into this. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not only, you're helping someone, but now they feel comfortable coming to you because they know they're going to get something right from you.
And cannabis is about community. It's medicine. When you're healing with other people. And like when you're like right now, what we're doing right now is camaraderie that wouldn't occur over anything else other than this plant. And that's really fucking beautiful. This is a sense of community that we are building for ourselves, right? And so like when you give people this opportunity, I mean, you can't neglect it. You can't just... Right.
Man, this plant, they've been trying. They've been trying for like hundreds and hundreds of years to like hide this plant's potential and hide what this plant could do. And you can't hide it. I mean, you can't. And you say it's...
They don't want us to know the truth.
They done tried, man. They done tried and you just can't. You can't hide what this plant can actually do. The sad part about it is I can't believe as a society that we went into fucking plastic and left hemp alone.
I mean, look, like war does crazy things to people.
You can actually create plastic out of hemp.
Right.
Yeah.
And it biodegrades back into the earth when you dump it.
Right.
Now you have fucking like...
There's one thing that has been created that tops everything. The superconductor battery. The superconductor battery is powered by graphene. Graphene, graphon. which is like, the cost of it is just astronomical. Well, the hemp fiber, which replaces the graphite, right? 3,000 times that conductor of a lithium,
More effective.
of a lithium battery. 3,000 times. We're gonna have superconductor battery. Look them up. Hemp superconductor.
Battery.
Did everyone
That's tight,
hear that? Did we get that?
I'm telling
That's
you.
the hemp
Yeah, I mean,
superconductor
See,
battery.
They don't want us
You
to know
can
the
hit up
truth, man. I
Google.
told you.
You can look it up.
Yeah, Google it.
told you.
Superconductor battery, huh? But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't hide this plant's potential, man. It's just so much. And we keep, like, letting these rich people, fake old politicians for their own fucking personal gain.
Republicans.
They try to Dave
deciding-
Chappelle us. That's what they try to
Republicans
do.
being like, I changed my mind. I want to invest.
Yeah, and that's how you know. Look, oh shit, is money in this?
No,
We
you
gonna
want to
do
know
this.
when I knew? When I was watching a Dr. Dina interview on Vice, and she was talking about, like, I have clients that are Republicans who vote against legalizations, and we smoke and we talk about it back and forth, and she serves these niggas every week. Every week she does a personal
shouldn't be legal.
delivery to senators,
Why
senators that have signed, nope. No, fuck the niggas. No. No weed. And it's just, and she's smoking with them. And that was when I knew
Well, I knew.
the system was fucked even more so than we thought before.
Well, I knew when we was turning the wave. This I'm gonna tell you when I knew we was turning the wave in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know this person was is still doing it out of greed, but when I saw Boehner,
Yeah.
John Boehner,
Oh, yeah.
when he switched over and once in on the hemp industry, I was like, oh shit, this shit's going legal. That's it. Now you got what's his boy, Mitch McConnell, all that. Now you got a whole caucus of cannabis caucus. So it's serious now. It's serious. It's that's it. It's a wave that you can't stop. The door's been cracked. They done kicked it open. You can't stop it. And now, like you said, with the Republicans, it ain't just the Republicans. The Democrats know there's money in it too. They was just too timid to dump in the pool first. When the Republicans found out there's money in there, they dove in head first. So, it is what it is.
They're bold like that, though.
They are. I will say that about as far as politics go, I try not to be political, but I notice as far as politics goes and Democrat versus Republicans are some bold motherfuckers, man.
Yeah.
They are, and if they want it, they will get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's wrong, right, they will get it. They don't care about your feelings. But, Democrats, I'm not going to say they innocent. They some sneaky motherfuckers. So, they'll do some sneaky shit behind your back and make you think they some angels. It ain't always sweet. So, like I tell people, I'm not going to tell you how to vote or who to vote for, but just vote these old people up out of office, man. You know what I'm saying? We need some more of our generations running this country. That's how I feel
And
about
that's
it.
what's happening now. I think in the age of Trump, people are so appalled by what's happening. We have more queer people running for office. We have more black people running for office. And we have more women running for
Trump.
office.
We needed Trump.
And I
I'm going
think-
to tell you why we needed Trump.
Because he was there. He was the voice that was there all
No.
along that no one wanted to to address.
And we also needed him to make people realize this shit is fucking real. This shit is fucking real. Yes, a dude like Trump can be president and is president and can do what the fuck he want to do. So if you don't pay attention to what's going on around your country, this is the kind of bullshit that happens. You know what I'm saying? Trump was never supposed to be voted in. But a lot of people didn't show up to the polls, man. Let's be honest. A lot of people didn't show up to the polls. We didn't have the right politicians. The Democrat fucked the shit up because they want to fucking gate Bernie Sanders and whoever else they think is too fucking socialist or whatever the fuck they want to say about people. They shoot themselves on their own foot, so they don't got a reliable person to run against this crazy fucker. So yeah, I mean a lot of shit happens, and a lot of things took place for this dude to take office, man. But I'm glad it happened because it lets people know that shit is fucking real. And I guarantee you, come this midterm, people are gonna vote. And I guarantee you, when it comes time for him to run for president again, he probably won't even get a quarter of the vote that he got this time because people are going to go to the office and vote. Mm-hmm. It goes to the poll and vote. So all he did was wake up America, man. That's all the fuck he did, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's still racist people out here, but they don't make up a quarter of this motherfucking country, man. So we just gotta ignore that bullshit, man.
It ain't happening.
You know, what I would say to all my motherfucking black people out there, fuck that racist shit, get your money. Get your money. Keep hustling, keep grinding, keep doing your business mentality thing. Do not let what's going on around your society stop your hustle. That's my only advice. That's the best thing I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all honesty, that's the only thing you can do.
There will be so many times that you will think that you need to stop when you're working in cannabis, especially as something as lucrative and as taboo as this. And there's going to be so many times where you're going to feel like everything you're doing is for naught. And like there's absolutely like you'll question yourself every step of the way. And I think that's why you really need some self-love and self-assurance so that you remind yourself what your values are.
And positive people around you, for sure, because it's so easy to be negative. It's so easy to say it's his fault. It's their fault. It's for anything that happens in your life when things go wrong, you know what I'm saying? But you're right. If you have that positive energy and positive people around you that's motivating you every day to keep chasing your dream and your goals, you can definitely get there, man. You definitely get there. You know, and like I told people, I don't want to get caught up in politics and who you vote for and all that. I say this because I seen a tight ass meme. I seen a tight ass meme on IG, right? And it said when Democrat, it showed a post of the hood. 3 of the posts, all the same hood, different years. When Democrat was in office, when Republicans was in office. When Democrat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit did not change in the hood. It is not going to change unless you make the change for yourself.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I like people like you that express what's going on out here. People like DC Scrogger that actually tries to help out his own community. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody going to do this for us, man. Unless we make an initiative to do this for ourselves, ain't nobody going to do it for us. So I definitely love the people I love the cannabis culture out here right now. I know there's some vultures out there, but fucking vultures everywhere you go, man. That's just that's what you got to deal with in life, man. But this community is definitely stepping up to the plate. We just need more people and more support and show them what we could actually do as a community, man. The same way we got it legal in DC, it's the same way that we can still make shit happen, man, because we need this to go fully legal. We are kind of legal, but we need this to go fully legal. You know what I'm saying? So we could actually make things happen on a bigger scale, man. Like everything that we doing now, we could just make it happen on a bigger scale, man. So anything else you want to say to the people?
Yeah.
We got 3 minutes. My bad. No, my bad. Look, we got 3 minutes. Why don't you tell the people where they can follow you? I know you said you got a website coming up and all that.
Yeah. So follow me on Instagram, OG_hot mess. I post tips about how to smell for the kind of weed that you need. My whole thing is smells. I'm all about teaching people why they need to care about what kind of cannabis they smoke. And if you guys know anyone or whatever, I help host the DC chapter of the Survivors for Cannabis meetups. And that is a meetup and group talk that we do at the Chi Kratom CBD and Tea Shop on U Street, where we congregate as survivors of sexual abuse and trauma, and we just talk about how we heal with cannabis. It's open to girls, guys, queer folk, trans folk, non-binary. Just come on through, hang out, like let's talk about weed and how fucked up shit can get, and yeah.
There it is, y'all.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for being on the show, man. Definitely thank you for being on the show. And that's it, y'all. Look, we done ran a little bit over our time. That's how you know we had a good show tonight. Thanks for tuning in, chat. Thank y'all for being here in the live studio audience. And see y'all next week on the DC Pharma Show.
That DC Pharma. DC Pharma Show. It's that DC Pharma. That DC Pharma. That DC Pharma. Shay! Used to get my piece from AZ. Mary Jane is the case that they gave me. Trips from the West Coast stop real fast. DC Pharma show the masses how to grow grass. No till the method, be attentive, slow learner. The raw sheets turn that gas to a slow burner. Big Worm got the strains in variety. Jeff Sessions trying to fuck up the society. Cannabis community, rise up, eyes up. Fight for your right to light or eyes shut. Loud from the motherland. I'm getting high in stadium. Super gas, no clone.